in the tiny town of Santa Margarita, they have a population of only 1,300. But what they lack in size, they more than make up for in history. That's thanks to its legendary occupant, the Santa Margarita Ranch, one of the oldest continuously operated cattle ranches in California, and one that draws oohs and ahs from both its visitors and owners.
The overall theme is wow, it's pretty spectacular. Most people that look at it just go, pooh, blows you away.
This was the most idyllic place in the county, and I really do believe today it is truly one of the crown jewels of San Luis Obispo County.
I don't know that I've ever been able to explain how I fell in love with the margarita.
All three owners are local boys who knew about and had idolized the ranch growing up and leapt at the chance to purchase it in 1999 and keep it true to its rich agricultural roots. You see, the ranch was first established way back in the late 1770s and was part of Father Serra's famed mission trail. Back then, it was actually the ranch and farm to local missions in the area. Later, the land became known as the Queen of the Cattle Rancheros for its elaborate parties, fiestas, and get-togethers.
You know, it has so many aspects of it that are unique. It's certainly a beautiful working landscape for those that pass by, but as they become more involved and knowledgeable in it, it has a unique history from the Spanish era, the Native American era, and certainly more recently the Western and Rancho period that continues to be alive and well here.
Today, the new generation of owners is continuing the cattle venture. Doug, Carl, and Carl's daughter, Amanda, along with their crew of workers, oversee the cattle operation where much of their beef goes to Harris Ranch to be sold at restaurants and stores up and down the state. To supplement their income on the ranch, they also have begun giving tours on the ranch to introduce their urban neighbors to the rural life that surrounds them. You might say they are going back to their roots and reinventing the past to introduce a special way of life to new visitors.
You know, it means a lot. I think that people can really connect with the sense of place, the sense of family, and then really back roots agriculture, and people love it.
But it's all in an effort to make people associate with this place and create an experience from the land. And that's kind of fun in today's society because people come here and they're totally blown away. They say, oh, these cows, they just wander around? And I said, yeah, well, don't they have a barn? I said, no, they don't have a barn. That's the way they live.
In addition to the cattle, the trio of present-day owners planted grapes across almost 900 acres on the ranch. The Margarita Vineyard is unique as they come, as it stretches across several different mini microclimates on the ranch, and it is grown on a rich soil full of fossils.
It's just riddled with calcium. This is 94% calcium. And the calcium uptake into the vines just imparts special flavors to the grapes, which translates into structure and flavors in the wines.
Some of the grapes are sold to California wineries, but many end up here at the Ancient Peaks Winery in downtown Santa Margarita that is also owned by the trio of families. So if they're not out wrangling on the ranch,
if we just bring them down the fence line, yeah.
Then they're more than likely mingling at the tasting room with friends and family.
There you are, cheers! A lot of people go on the tours that we have, and so when they come here, they're like, I didn't know this place was so special, and there was so much history, and you've got all these oyster shells and the petrified seabeds, and so everyone is just really happy when they come in, and the wines are fabulous.
Thank you all so much for coming tonight. We appreciate you being here. Cheers to all of you, and here's to good times and good friends.
And harkening back to their historical roots, the family still enjoys having get-togethers at the ranch or at the winery to share a glass of wine or maybe a history lesson too. In fact, they've adopted a saying around these parts: the land lives on through each calf raised and each grape harvested here. It's been that way for centuries, and they hope to continue it for centuries to come as well.
The part that I enjoy is sharing it with people, and I think through the wine and the cattle, you know, I want people to eat when they eat one of our steaks to think about this place, and when they drink a bottle of wine, I want them to think of this place.